Welcome to TacosandGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game coverage, and today we are talking about our hands-on preview of the video game Jusant. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. Master your climbing tools and watch your stamina meter to successfully navigate this mysterious changing tower. As you go higher and hone your skills, you'll have to figure out how to best use the tools at your disposal to get where you want to go. Explore alternate paths to find clues about what happened here. Meet the mysterious Balas. The creature will help guide you throughout your journey by waking nature along your path and helping to reveal clues that will help you piece together the tower's past and reach the top. And this, I will have to say, is definitely an experience. And this is something that I highly recommend everybody pick up and add to their Steam wish list, or put it in their queue for the Xbox. This was absolutely amazing, and let me just talk about the gameplay first of all, because the gameplay is definitely the selling point in here, and just credit to the developers because they really did a fantastic job. That also, I just want to stress that this preview build that you're seeing right now, Press got a certain different one. This is not the Steam demo, which is going to be available. So, but basically, I just got to tell you this. One thing I really like about this is the mechanics of this game. As you saw previously in my clip, the protagonist, was climbing. And the way you climb is hitting the two shoulder buttons. And we previewed ours on the Xbox. So you basically have to use your left shoulder button to use your left, to use your left hand, your right shoulder button to use your right hand. And you just climb up and you just keep pressing back and forth. And that gives the authenticity feel of you actually climbing. And one thing you also use is your rope here. As you can see, I did not detach my rope because I actually want to show you how far and long this rope actually stretches. And one thing I really do like about this, obviously, is say like if I jump down, right? And the rope will catch me. Like I won't fall to my death because of the rope. But I just want to show you how the extensive feel of this is. You have to use A to jump and use your analog to target certain areas such as that. And then just jump up, or you can climb up as well by using the LT and RT triggers. And then I'm not going to release my rope yet. It says when on the ground wins into the rope. I'm not going to release my rope yet. You can see how it's getting yellow? It went from blue to yellow. That's just indicating how far you are with your rope, and it might be best for you to actually release your rope so you can get more rope for your journey here. But I'm not going to do that because I want to show you how far this rope actually goes. You can also press the X button when you get to certain points in the mountain here, and you can use the baton that will be able for you to get and place your rope that way. Say like if you drop, you're not falling and restarting where your original rope left you. You can stop it right here. So think of that as your checkpoint as you're going. So as you see, I just released my rope and put it here. That way, my meter now, my rope is blue, meaning that I have a lot more rope to do. And now I'm placing my baton here so I can go to various parts of the section of the mountain. Don't have to worry if I fail. I can just start off where I leave my batons at. So you only get 3 of those. So see right there, I'm not starting at the point where the rope is. You only get 3 of those. So it's wisely, me personally playing through my hands-on preview, I like to wait a little bit, travel a little bit further. I don't like to start it where the game will suggest I put it there. I like to go a little bit further just in case I get so far and I used all my batons, then I'm screwed. And then I'm just going to have to go back, take one, and then place it somewhere else. So I like the strategic element of you having to use your baton and knowing when to use it. And one thing I also do like about this is that you see on the screen right there, I talked about this in the synopsis, but there is a stamina meter there. Your stamina, you're going to have to definitely keep your eye on the stamina, especially as you get higher in the mountains and you start facing weather conditions and things of that nature. You're going to have to be careful on what you're able to do. And I thought they did a really good job of really showing us how deeply the stamina meter goes. It doesn't go out much, but you can take a break here, as you just saw me do. And once you take a break, you go back to green. But you have to be careful because once it hits red, your stamina's done and you can fall. And thankfully, you have your rope, but you're just gonna have to rest. One thing also that they have a really good feature of is that your rope, you use it just like any rock climber. If anyone's done rock climbing, you're gonna really love this game. Or have ever been to like a rock climbing facility? I went to a rock climbing facility in Long Island City for those that live in New York, and they actually do have the ropes and they train you and you get like tutorials on how to do everything. So the ability for you to go up and down with your rope and then to be able to springboard against the wall and the rock and the plane to get to another area is really cool as well, and very easy. Controls are very smooth here. You also have puzzles and switches that you have to use to hopefully to allow you to go to certain areas and certain places. So it's a really good mechanic, and anyone can pick this up. I want to stress this as well. The gameplay is very, very simple. I think people of all ages, I would say maybe not your 5-year-old, I mean, at least unless you teach them, but I really think people of all ages can really just pick this up. And the game is just relaxing, and I just got to say that too. It's a very relaxing game. This is one of those games, yes, it's a puzzle game, yes, it's a rock climbing game, but it's just from the music, the graphics, the aesthetics, the easy to pick up play, the mechanics. It's a relaxing game. It's one of those games where I'm not having to worry of yet any real dangers and stuff like that. But it's just nice to have one of these games that just takes something as rock climbing and just make it such an immersive experience. And one thing I also do like about this game is that there's not much story, at least in our preview. There wasn't much story. There wasn't no dialogue. But they approached this kind of like in a way of a silent film where the story is told through the emotion of the characters and things of such of this nature, where you're hearing something, you're seeing the screen, you're seeing the shots being taken, and your story is being told that way. And it's kind of really, and of course there's notes there that you can pick up and read, and but there is just a way of kind of like this open interpretation of what's going on. And of course there is a story there, but it's fun to interpret it and question, go, okay, so what does this symbol mean? I gotta go keep exploring this mountain and then going through alternate paths to find out, you'll find out those answers. I really like that, and the no use of dialogue right now really works for me because the music also enhances that experience. Speaking of experience and immersion, I want to talk about the graphics here. The graphics are gorgeous. I had no frame rate hiccups in our build that we were able to play, and just the mountain is massive. Like, there is shots in here even in the early beginning. Of course I recorded like at least an hour or so gameplay footage, but obviously I chopped this down for this quick preview, a digestible preview for everybody. And it's immersive. Like the first couple of shots, when you really get to see the scope of how big this mountain is. I'm playing this build, I'm just like, okay, I'm thinking I'm getting close to the top. I'm thinking I'm getting close to this tower, and I'm just going, oh crap, this thing is huge. There's so much to do. And I think what really makes it work too is just the way the lighting is. Look at the greatness of this lighting. It's bright, it's vibrant. You see the rocks falling piece by piece on even just the little pebbles. There's so much attention to detail. Even the UI is very friendly when it comes to the menu, when it comes to the text, when you're reading notes. The stamina meter is not overshadowing the actual scene and the actual scenery of the game. And I just can't praise it enough. It is a gorgeous, artistic looking game. And just once again, look at the lighting over here. Look how well they encapsulate it and were able to do the sun. And this is what I'm talking about, how huge this mountain is. It is a cinematic wonder the way they did it. I can't imagine the amount of hours it took to place these things together. Just beautiful, gorgeous looking game here. Very attention to detail. And it's just a wonder. I could not put this game down. I could you not, because it's just so gorgeous. Like, as you just see the wind there, it is a beautiful looking game. I can't stress how gorgeous looking this game really is. It is really good looking. That's all pretty much I had to say about the graphics there. It's just a beautiful looking game. But I want to talk a little bit more about the gameplay mechanics. As you progress through the game, you are going to be getting a little little companion with you, and the companion is not overbearing. It's a nice creature that was there to help you, give you tips along the way, and especially as you progress throughout the game, you're gonna be facing different type of elements and terrains, just like any time like you're climbing a mountain here. As I keep saying, that you have to watch your stamina. As you see me, my stamina is slowly depleting, and now you have to use the LS button to regain your stamina, because as you just see right there, if you don't regain that stamina, you're going to drop. So luckily for me, I was able to use my Penton to really keep it going. But it's just a really fun game to play, and I highly recommend everybody to put this on their Steam or put it on their wish list for the Xbox and the announced date when it comes out. Definitely pick this one up. This was really good. But I want to talk a little bit about the sound before we wrap this up, because the sound actually plays a role in this, because there's no dialogue here, as at least in preview to this build, but the music is really telling the story. This is a gorgeous soundtrack. I really enjoyed the score here. The use of orchestrated music really sets the tone for adventure and wonder. It's a really good soundtrack, and the fact that you can hear your character breathing, you can hear the rocks, the sound effects really work well, especially if you have a surround sound system. You really feel those rocks crumble. And final thoughts, I highly recommend everybody to put this on their wish list, or put this on their Steam wish list as well, for the Xbox as well. This was an amazing build, very innovative, very artistic, very unique. And this is what I was talking about, how big this mountain tower is. Just look how gorgeous that is. But very unique, very innovative. It's simple, easy to pick up. I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy this. This is definitely something that's on my wish list for 2023. Can't wait to see the final build of this game. I had a blast playing this. I can't wait for more. And just the mystery of uncovering the mountains and what other puzzles they're going to have here. Definitely check this one out. This is Justin from otakulsandgeeks.com saying, if you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on otakulsandgeeks.com, please browse our website, check this out, and thank you very much for all your support. Peace, love, and happiness. Later days. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.